Why from journalism to publishing you went?
I never thought I would be a publisher. I always used to hear about these publishing houses. I would always feel कि एक दिन ना अपना publishing house हो तो कितना अच्छा होगा. I think it manifested. Thank the lady, I do not know her name. She met me at the bus stand and she took me to publications division 24 years back.
Where was that bus stop?
It was at Janakpuri. When we take on a book, this is what we are focusing on, that what is the intent from it.
पहले ज़माने में मैडम हुआ करते थे जितने बुक सेलर्स थे, अब वो Amazon के हुए. दोनों इसमें क्या फ़र्क है?
Because of that, a lot of bookshops have closed down. The ease of having the product online.
आदाब, सत श्री अकाल, नमस्ते. मैं आपकी होस्ट मिकी और मेरे साथ हैं आज मेरे स्टूडियो मोमेंट्स पे वेरी वेल नोन जर्नलिस्ट एंड अ पब्लिशर चांदनी माथुर. नमस्ते मैम, हाउ आर यू? वेलकम टू मोमेंट स्टूडियो and it's a pleasure to have you here.
It's an absolute delight to be here with you, and you know I love your company.
Pleasure is all mine. So ma'am, my first question to you is, why are all journalists a writer or an author, or authors become journalists, or vice versa? What is the reason behind it?
Okay, journalism is a profession where you get in front of a lot of aspects of life which you generally wouldn't had you been in some other profession or sitting at home or being a housewife. I'm talking from my perspective. So being a journalist takes you on those paths which are less trodden. I believe that's why you have a story to tell, because you see the things which are uncommon, which do not reach a lot of people. You are the medium for that, and that's why you know something which you would want to tell the world. That's what takes you to becoming a writer. And being an author, I think, is the next step to it. Once you write, then becoming an author is eventually the next step, since it takes you to getting a collection of whatever you want to tell people. And generally what we have to tell or what we think about things, it's not constricted to just an article. It's a lot more, which turns into a book. So that's why you turn into an author eventually.
The next question obviously is, why from journalism to publishing you went? Your story of journalism to publishing.
Okay, so I think I am a coincidental publisher, because I was always interested in writing and reading, more of reading than writing, and that got me into writing poetry and writing short stories, which as a child my parents used to encourage me, so they got me published in a few magazines and newspapers. That was the boost I needed. I never thought I would be a publisher. I always used to hear about these publishing houses, big publishing houses, and I would always feel कि एक दिन ना अपना publishing house हो तो कितना अच्छा होगा, like that. But I think it manifested, and I came into publishing because I met the right people at the right time. And if I may, I would want to take this opportunity to thank the lady. I do not know her name, but she met me at a bus stand and she took me to publications division 24 years back.
Wow. And where was that? Where was that bus stop?
It was at Janakpuri, and I was taking a bus to RNR hospital, Army Hospital, and this lady, she met me, and we just got talking, and I was also very naive that I went ahead with her. Today if somebody asked me to that I'll take you someplace, I'm sure I won't go, but I went with her. She took me to the Ministry of Information Broadcasting. I met the editor there, and he said, okay, why don't you start with a book? I'll give you a book, you proofread it.
So that they say na, there is an angel somewhere, so the destiny played its game and the angel came to you, right, in the human form.
Right. So I'm really thankful to her, because had she not been there, I would never have pursued this career. I didn't know where to start from. So that is how it
Pretty
started.
cool story. Very cool story. Uh, I want to ask you one thing. What, as a publisher, do you see in authors or poets or their manuscripts?
Okay.
What is more sellable? Or sellable doesn't come when publishers publish a manuscript?
See, I do think that everybody who comes to a publisher wants to get the book sold. They want some name, some fame with their books. That's why they are thinking of getting the book published. Had you just written a book and you don't want it to reach anywhere, you can just give it for printing and get a few copies for yourself. But that is not the intent. So the intent is the primary part behind anybody coming to a publisher to get the book published. Publishing in itself is a big word. There are a lot of steps to it. It's a whole process, and you do want your book to reach to people. You want to get that feedback from people. So I when we take on a book, this is what we are focusing on. That what is the intent behind the book? If you want the book to just for yourself, that okay, I just want a couple of copies for my friends and family and that is it, then we take a different course of action for that. But if you want to get established as an author, then there are different set of steps for that.
What do you think about the self-help groups books which are now a rage in the market?
Yeah, so I think everybody is very, very knowledgeable and everybody is writing self-help books on some topics or the other. And they are helpful, but again, see, we need to know who you are as an author. When you come to us with a proposal for a self-help book, from where are you getting that experience from? What have you done to write a book like that? That is important. Once we know that we can sell you as the brand for that book, then we'll take that project. Otherwise it's just another book on the shelf. So, and then I think towards the end it gets disappointing for the author also if the books are not sold, because if you're writing a self-help book, you have that intent in your mind that I want people to read it and learn from it. So how do we establish that you are the right person whom people would want to read?
When you started your Wordly Wise publishing, how did you think about the competition specifically from renowned big book publishers who are more in market and you are the new entrant?
Okay. So I don't think I came in this industry with that thought in mind. I did not think I was going to compete with anybody. I just realized that there are a lot of flaws and shortcomings which which reach the author, and they do not get that kind of a platform where everything can be taken care of under one umbrella. So that's the thought we started with, that we will be taking care of everything that you want for your book to do well, and we can mutually agree on what we can do. We can guide you on that, but everything should be under one umbrella. You should not be required to go from agency to agency or person to person to get separate things done. So that's how Wordly Wise was started. I don't think I have any competition in mind.
Do authors or poet have some expectation from the publisher?
Yes, a lot. A lot of expectations, because when they come to us, generally they are first time authors, and they do not know how things work, so they are depending on the publisher, that how for guidance, and for what are these steps involved, how are we going to do that. So it's like hand holding a baby through the process, where you will tell them, "Okay, okay, now you have to do this, now you have to participate in this, go to literary events, attend this event, go to this open mic." So that's the kind of expectation an author comes to us with, that we will be guiding them through everything.
How much time does a publisher take to understand the author and his emotions about the book?
See, initially when we get a proposal, um, when we decide that okay, we'll be selecting this to publish, then we hold these personal meetings. We'll meet them, we'll talk to them, we'll try to understand the thought behind the book, and we do try to get into the shoes of the author before we start working on the book, because unless we are on the same page, we cannot mutually agree on what to do with the book. So that I think is very important, that the author needs to open up. It's like how you talk to a doctor.
True, very true.
So you need to tell us the idea behind it. What is the budget that you want to put into the book? What are the efforts you can make? How can you help us in making the book better? So the author really has to. It's like it's a big project. I would want to tell that to everybody, that it is a big project, and you need to understand it like that. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि you just take a manuscript and give it to a publisher and pay them and aa gayi book. It doesn't work like that.
The second question in publishing is the bookshelves, the booksellers. पहले ज़माने में मैडम हुआ करते थे जितने बुक सेलर्स थे, अब वो अमेज़ॉन के ऊपर आ गया. दोनों इसमें क्या फ़र्क है?
It's a sad reality, Ambika, that people do not go to stores as much as they used to. They do not go to libraries like they used to. And because of that, a lot of bookshops have closed down. Libraries are vacant. But online platforms have taken place for that. Even when we are giving the books to distributors for offline sales, where they're ideally supposed to put the books into stores, but since people do not go to stores, they are also placing the books on online platforms and selling from there, because in the end they are also there in the market for business. So it's just sad, but yeah, books are selling better online. I'm not saying that people do not go to stores at all, but since online platforms offer you better discounts, they offer you deals on it, coupons on it, which you usually do not get in stores. So that's why I think it's not just limited to book, it's for every product. हम कहीं पे भी जब हम जाते हैं शॉप्स पे
जी,
तो हम एक कंपेयर करने लग जाते हैं कि अच्छा यहाँ पे इतने का है, लेट मी चेक ऑन अमेज़न, वहाँ पे कितने का, अच्छा मैं ऑर्डर कर दूँगी, कल तो आ ही जाएगा. द ईज ऑफ हैविंग द प्रोडक्ट ऑनलाइन, यू डोंट नीड टू गो एनीवेयर, यू आर गेटिंग अ बेटर प्राइस, दैट फोर्सेस पीपल टू परचेज ऑनलाइन.
that makes the marketing sense, you know. The availability, पहले हमें बुक्स शॉप में जाना पड़ता था, अब हमें वही चीज़ ऑनलाइन मिल रही है. You know, I always wanted to understand ये लिटरेचर फेस्टिवल जो आजकल एक रेज बना हुआ है, हर स्टेट में जाइए, हर सिटी में जाइए, एक लिटरेचर फेस्ट मिलता है. सो उसका क्या एडवांटेज है एक पब्लिशर को या एक अपकमिंग स्टार्टअप पब्लिशर लाइक यू?
See, the LitFest, I believe you must have read the recent news that
Absolutely.
India is hosting so many LitFest every year.
Oh, yeah.
So that is true. And I have been to LitFest where there was huge footfall, and I have been to LitFest where there were only the organizers. So everybody is hosting a LitFest because they are getting funding for it. They also are trying to do their best in terms of connecting authors and readers and people to come and see. But till the time you make that mark as a LitFest organizer, that okay, this LitFest is popular, people are coming there, you have the right investment to make it big, it doesn't really hold any value.
One of the questions which has always been taken my mind is the regional languages. Everything today is written in English. None of the literature fest I see are in the regional languages, whether it is Marathi, Tamil, Garhwali, or the language, other languages. So are these lit firms aligned to the regional language books of India, or are we losing the glare of it?
See, broadly, if we talk about the LitFest, yes, they are focusing on English. They are also focusing on Hindi language. So these two languages are
I'm
covered.
I'm not taking as हिंदी और उर्दू. उर्दू के लिए हमारे पास रेखता है. हिंदी के लिए भी हमारे पास बहुत है. लेकिन जब हम लैंग्वेजेस की बात करते हैं, हम main shell language में we are not taking South Indian language, Tamil which has got a beautiful literature, Bengali again a beautiful literature, Assam a beautiful literature, Garhwal has amazing literature, Kashmir has amazing literature, the Sufi literature. तो वो mainstream में कब आएंगे, वो मैं जानना चाहती थी आपसे.
I think that is going to take some time. We are in the right direction, but not there yet. But I think with in the next few years probably we'll be able to focus on that as well, because books तो बन रही हैं in languages में और अच्छी सेल भी है, तो उसका मार्केट तो है, रीडर्स तो हैं. It's just that somebody needs to come forward and take that step and organize an event like that, which is just for vernacular language or for that state.
I wouldn't use the word vernacular because somebody said to me vernacular is a slang. English made it as a slang to make the regional language of India and used vernacular. So, and that came from one of the biggest print medias of UP, a newspaper. He is the head of that place. So I wouldn't use that language. That's why I always use the word regional languages of India. To end this discussion, I want you to give a message to the upcoming authors and how wordly wise publisher, tongue twister, an absolute tongue twister, can be a good platform to these upcoming authors.
See, one thing that I want to say to the upcoming authors is that there are different platforms. There is also Amazon, which lets you just post your book online and it helps you with everything. But until you want the book to do well and get established as a book, you need to work a lot harder. This is just an easier way out and maybe a cheaper way out, but treat it like a business. If you are giving out a product, you need to put capital on that. So put that capital on it, put your mind to it, and then take that book forward. हम कोई भी बिजनेस शुरू कर रहे हैं, अगर हम उसमें रिटर्न एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि रिटर्न हमें कुछ आए, तो पहले तो आपको उस पर मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. You need to get the book edited, you need a good cover, you need to raise awareness about that book. Just having the book on Amazon is not going to help. So come with that mindset, read a lot, write, get your books properly edited, and choose the right publisher for you. I'm not saying come to us only, but do first do your research that which publisher is the right one for you, which market are they catering to, what kind of books are they selling. Then you know that you are on the right path and you have the right person.
Thank you, Chandni Mathur, to be with us and taking your Sunday time with us. It was such a pleasure to have you here and discuss about the upcoming publishing industry. And I hope to see a literary fest by your publishing company in the market. And this time, please, the regional languages, I expect to see them. Thank you so much. And this is Mickey, your host, signing off from Moment Studio. Thank you so much.